You know when you might be with a friend and you're having a great conversation, but suddenly it turns into them complaining or gossiping about someone who is not there. The mood changes, right? And you can feel that. And now you find yourself in a super uncomfortable situation because A, you did not want to gossip, and B, you happen to like the person that they're gossiping about. Right. So what do? Nip it in the bud and make it clear you are not a gossip. If you are allergic to gossip and you want to stop someone from gossiping and gossiping to you about someone, then I am sharing 3 ways that you can do just that. So let's get into it. Even if you don't know the person that they are gossiping about, it's best to make it clear to the gossip from the get-go that you're not going to participate in any type of gossiping. If you just nod and let them gossip, even if you don't say anything negative about the person being gossiped about, it still signals to the gossip that you're okay with gossiping. So it behooves you to stand up to them with these 3 shutdowns. All right, so the first one. The very first thing that you can say is, what do you mean? Asking them point blank what they mean or meant by this requires that they reflect on what they've just said. It causes them to pause and think about the reason that they're speaking this way. In a gentle way, it's putting them on the spot. And because of that, they might have a change of heart and even apologize for gossiping and say it was completely out of character. So use what do you mean, or what did you mean by that, or how so? I'm not really following. Any iteration of what do you mean should work, because what it'll do is it'll force the person to pause and think about their words. It's subtle, yet very effective. All right, number 2, the next thing is to call them out. This is more deliberate, sure, because you're saying something like, wow, that's an unkind thing to say. Why did you say that? So you can remark on how unkind a thing to say that is and follow up with asking them why they'd say something of that nature. If you wanted to add a bit more, you could even say, I hadn't pegged you as a gossip, right? Because that way it shows that you're surprised by this behavior. And in some ways you're showing them that you feel a bit let down, having thought of them one way, but finding out that they're another, right? So nobody wants to be friends with a gossiper, because chances are if they're gossiping about someone to you, then rest assured they're gossiping about you to someone else. So you're putting them on the spot by calling them out, point blank. And number 3, the last thing that you can say is, that's not been your experience. So this way you are standing up for the person being gossiped about. And in this scenario, you have a personal connection with the person being discussed, and you're not happy to hear them being talked about in this way. So you can say, well, actually, in my experience, X has been nothing but kind and generous. You can even share a personal anecdote or story to illustrate your point if you feel so inclined, but it's not necessary. All right, so these are 3 easy, super duper strategies that you can use to stand up to a gossiper. Gossiping is never a good idea. It doesn't reflect well on you as a person if you're the one gossiping, and it will always come back to bite. That I can promise you. Asking the person what they meant by what they said, calling them out point blank for saying something unkind or untowardly, or standing up for the other person by sharing your own personal experience can shut the gossiping down once and for all. Alright, Explearners, that's it for me today. If you enjoyed this lesson, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you prefer to listen to this lesson, then check out our website. We have a podcast, and you can download any of our episodes and listen on the go if you choose. That's a really popular thing among the Explearnity, so definitely check it out. You can find that over at explearning.co. And if you want to visit our blog to check out the full transcript of this lesson, you can go to explearning.co/blog. And if you want to help our channel continue to grow, then feel free to share this lesson and our channel with anyone who wants to improve their communication and social skills. All right, I will see you in the next Explearning lesson. Bye for now, and happy Explearning, everyone.